are loving how it just nourishes your plants and helps them to grow big and strong. All right, but let's take it to the jungle. If you want a lush tropical look in your garden and you want it now, then check out this 4-piece variegated canna collection. So these are fast growing, it's colorful, and we have it on 3 easy payments of $9 and change. M67140 is your item number, and you have a nice little variety in this 4-piece collection. Steph, tell me all about it. This is the canna collection.
Yes, this is our variegated canna. And like I told you before, Gabrielle, I think the canna is one of my top 3 favorite plants in the world because they are truly gorgeous. As you're seeing here, you're looking at the Durban Canna, one of the 2 varieties that you'll be receiving. Now, variegated, it means that the foliage is going to be striped. So both of the colors will have these gorgeous striped leaves, and the Durban is like the red and orange and maroon. And then what I have here with me is the Bengal Canna, which are these beautiful kind of like chartreuse green, different shades of green, variegated foliage. And then both varieties are going to produce these very tall sort of mango orange flowers. And together, like you were saying, if you like kind of like that tropical jungle energy in the garden, this is a must-have plant. Even if you just have a balcony, I would highly recommend picking up this collection because it's one of the fastest growing. So maybe you're kind of just like dabbling in with the gardening, getting your green thumb going. These plants, what I have here is only about 40 days old. And the plants that you have with you on the set, Gabrielle, those are only like 60 days old. So they're super fast growing and they're going to last for months.
Okay, I like that because I'm impatient. So this is going to give me results quickly. And then how big can I expect this to be at maturity?
Great question. So they're going to grow about 4 feet tall. The flowers will just get slightly taller than that. But I love it because the flowers, you know, they'll get a little bit tall and they'll kind of hang on the top of the plants. They're never going to be flopping over. They're very strong and sturdy stems. And once you start to grow your cannas, you know, some people grow these strictly for the foliage because, like I was saying, they're absolutely breathtaking. Now, I leave the flowers on my plants. My brother Devin, he likes to cut his off. So, you know, it's kind of like gardener's choice. But as you're seeing here, that's probably 2 or 3 collections of cannas. And what I love about them is at the end of the season, you know, you're going to be receiving 4 rhizomes, which is like a root. These are going to spread and just get bigger and better. So you could create this gorgeous sort of like field of cannas in your very own yard.
Well, you mentioned the rhizomes. Let's show everybody how this does arrive. A little different from what we've been seeing up till now. So you're going to receive 4 of these tubers. How do I plant these?
How do you plant them? Yeah, it's a great question. So they're actually super easy to plant, which is another reason why I love the canna. You're going to pick the place in your garden or your containers, and you want to make sure to lay them in horizontally, any which way, it doesn't matter. And then you're just going to cover it with about 1 or 2 inches of soil. They like to be planted pretty shallow. So even if, you know, the plant I have here with me, Gabrielle, I can actually see some of the tuber or some of the rhizome kind of popping up from the soil, and that's totally okay. They prefer to be cut higher up than too low, you know what I mean? So they're super easy. And another reason why I love the canna is, you know, I always talk with our friend Dan Hughes how he has a pond in his property and it gets really wet and boggy. Well, I tell him plant these cannas because they can take all of that moisture and wet fogginess and use it to their advantage, whereas most plants would just rot. These will thrive. Or they work beautiful in containers like you see here.
All right, so here, take a quick look. Here's what will actually arrive on your doorstep. Free shipping, remember that. So you'll have 4 of these. So you'll have 2 in the Durban and 2 in the Tiger. So you mentioned lay it horizontally. So I'm going to put it in
just
the ground.
Like that.
Okay, 1 or 2 inches of soil, and then let her do her thing.
Right. And so, but from what you have in your hand, that rhizome to the plants in front of you, that's after 60 to 80 days. So they grow super fast. So, you know, my Uncle Eric, he has a pool in his backyard. He always plants his cannas around his pool so that it's kind of like a tropical oasis in his own backyard in the middle of Indiana.
Oh, I would love it, right? It kind of transports you, even though you're home.
Absolutely.
And that's what many of us, we're going to be staycationing this summer. So why
Right.
not make our home an oasis? Even if you don't have a pool. I have a pool, Stephanie. It's an inflatable kiddie
Nice.
pool. That's as good as it's going to
Oh,
get.
there you go.
But you know
There you
what?
go.
But it's going to be fun if you have, like you said, the greenery, the foliage to kind of take you there. And I love how this is so tropical looking. I love wet weather and the ocean and the beach. And
Yeah.
so this is a way to bring that to your home. Is this going to fare well in most climates?
Yeah, this will grow in anywhere in the country. If you live where it gets cold, you can actually go at the end of the summer and you can cut your plants back, dig up those rhizomes, and you can keep them inside for the winter months and then replant them next year. And they'll continue to grow and produce these gorgeous, luscious leaves again and again.
Well, this is our only real tropical in this show, so if you want to pick these up,
Yeah.
call us, 1-800-500-7590, and give us the item number, M67140, to pick up your 4-piece Canna collection. All right, we're just about 5 or 6 minutes away from my pick, which is the Roberta's 6-piece tomato